is,
taking the mickey out of Manchester.
just, you know, it's not nice for the animals and that. So there's been loads of complaints.
Well, they get a free bike or something, do they, I imagine?
I think they kept the tracksuits.
Yeah. Where's the monkey news?
It's been a bit quiet, hasn't it? I've been...
What, in the
keeping an
last
eye
3
out.
months?
Okay, there was something that I found last week about one that was in an old people's home. It escaped from some zoo, it was wandering about, it was enjoying itself, and then when it got to the night time, it was like, oh, what am I going to do? And the first place it came across was like this old people's home. Went in there, I think it was there for about a week and a half, without anyone realising.
No,
No, it did.
No, what, so the helpers and the nurses and the social workers and the matrons and all that, they thought, well, Mr. Sanders looks a bit hairy. But I mean, that happens, you know, it comes out your ear and your nose when you get to about 70. And he stooped over, yeah, of course he has, he got bow legs, yeah. And he eats more fruit, of course he does.
Well, that's when they realised.
Why?
Because someone in the kitchen said, hang on a minute, getting through more bananas than we know.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right then, so there's this monkey, right, in Canada. It's in a zoo in Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal, right, and what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do, sort of spice the day up a bit, right?
Yeah.
So they left...
Embellishing. No way this is a news story.
Let him do the news,
Okay.
So they left...
Any dates?
Just let him read the news, alright? You wouldn't interrupt Moira Stewart.
It was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Right,
Well, in Canada,
Go on,
right?
mate, just finish it.
Okay.
It'll be alright.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada,
Right.
Jesus. They got a camcorder,
Right.
and they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So anyway, they passed it around,
Won a BAFTA.
and a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were like filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who
Annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're not monkeys, they're like
he was a dab hand at it. Right? He was like filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice nude and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
This is the news, what are you talking about? This is the news.
Oh,
So
Steve
anyway.
is so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of the zoo.
You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
Oh, yeah, this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue. This is so untrue. It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey.
So
It's
what
so
happened then,
untrue.
right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh God! You're talking so much shit again. You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me! Look at me! Don't keep talking. Look at me. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had to go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, man, this is good stuff. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
look at that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah.
So
this is ridiculous.
Let me just recap, because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn, and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him saying stuff? Can you hear him go...
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2 and 3 and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes, because what happened was, they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
and the animals,
God!
And the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human, he's just one of the gang, do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
shit.
It was so, and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan.
Yeah.
So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's
Come on,
no
please,
way
because
this is happening.
Can we
It's
just hear the end?
absolute. Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear
I mean,
the end.
the end is
He's in
really
China.
that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and whatever.
No, it's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director.
well, forget
They would
that,
not
it's
send a monkey
pointless. It's
director.
pointless.
So, Monkey News, if you've only just started listening to the show. Oh, you poor fool. Monkey News is where Carl reports for us all the latest monkey activity.
A headline or a word or someone he overheard in a pub and then totally embellishes it and makes it ridiculous and impossible. He believes it though. He believes every word he's saying. Let me say that before when you hear this, whatever it is, I haven't heard it, twaddle, remember, Carl totally believes it. Go on.
Right. So anyway, right. I think it's in LA. This happened. Right.
I think. Why does he think?
So these people are in a restaurant having a lovely meal.
There's one of them short and hairy, but it goes totally covered from top to bottom in a spacesuit, so he didn't know it was a monkey.
It's not one of the customers, one of the waiters?
So they're having a lovely dinner, probably one of the best sort of dinners they've had, right?
Yeah.
So the waiter comes over, and it's like, can we just say I've had a lovely meal and that?
Right, it's the chef.
Because it is. Can we
So,
see the chef?
Yeah.
So can we just see the guy who cooked it?
Yeah. Yeah. Short fella, hairy.
So the
Wearing
waiter said, to be
balaclava?
honest,
Don't say much.
the waiter said, look, he's busy, he's got meals to cook and what have you. He hasn't really got time. He said, only take a minute. He said, no, I prefer,
So this is a restaurant in LA that serves brilliant food.
I'll pass your message on and what have you, right? So
So he sends for Monkey Pierre
so
White.
it's a bit odd. Anyway. So they go out, right? They go out to the car and they notice the kitchen door's open.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course they do, because they're going to discover something that I don't know.
So
They're going to discover. Just out of interest, where did this chef train before we see him or reveal, what he might look like or like to eat?
So anyway, so they pop their head in and think we'll just nip in and go, love fruit salad or whatever. Yeah. So they stick their head in.
We better see the human chef.
You never guess what?
Go on.
Monkey stood on a chair, right, cooking veg. Right, so anyway, so they're like, what's going on here?
What do you mean? What do you mean he's cooking veg? What is he doing with it?
Well, he's stood on a chair by the cooker and he's chopping stuff.
Oh, he's
up,
chopping as well now. He's
and all
not
that
bad,
lot.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's got a little, he's got the bosses in there. They're like a bit shocked. So he's a bit panicking because he's got this monkey working for him. So they say to him, "What's going on? We didn't know this is what's going on. Why have you got a monkey cooking stuff?" So he said, "Well,
Incidentally, a monkey, I should point out, who probably doesn't need instructions from its girlfriend."
forget it.
What else you got?
Monkey news.
Right, let's do monkey news.
You want to do it now?
Yeah.
Oh, we may as well have some monkey news.
Let's have some monkey
Do
news.
some monkey news. You made enough noise there, Rick? You want to?
Sorry, but sometimes I like to move around, lounge and that, and at the mic.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's have the jingle. We've not heard it for a while.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news, you
Right. I haven't read this through properly.
I'm
just
Right. What do you mean you haven't read it through properly?
basically, right, it's about problems with chat rooms and that, right? A lot of people, it's like the new way of meeting people and that, in it now, chat rooms. You get on there, you can have
Right,
a chat.
if you say someone was having a meeting with someone, they
Please
wanted to
don't
meet.
preempt it.
Right, okay.
Please don't preempt it.
Right, there is not an animal in the world that
Right,
can
it doesn't
operate and
matter. Do you want to
understand.
know the story? You said that
Did they get
monkeys-
married? It was 3 months later. She realised, oh, there's a lot of bananas gone from my fridge.
See, what annoys
I
me
want
is,
a divorce.
This is what annoys
Bobo.
me. You say that monkeys can do Shakespeare if they're given the time.
No, that's not it.
Let's not get into the
It's
whole
a
Shakespeare and
philosophical
monkeys.
conundrum.
Please, let's not get into that debate again. We'll be
It's
here all
about
night.
it's about
Yeah. Right, so
infinity.
this one then.
Oh.
So this chat room, right? And the thing is, with chat rooms, you have like a big boss who's looking over it and making sure nothing dodgy's going on.
Right.
Right, so certain keywords come up and
Who's that,
sort
Dr.
of thing.
Zayas?
Right. So anyway, they were looking over it, trying to look for dodgy stuff, but they kept coming over like really strange things. Like instead of saying, "Do you want to meet in a restaurant or bar?" Right, it'd be like,
Do you want to meet in a tree?
what tree do you want to meet?
Right, okay.
Are you shooting
That's
off?
the end, yeah.
I'll see you later,
Seriously,
mate.
'cause that's gone
I'm just going to listen to the end of it anyway.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you believe that shit, honestly.
No, I'm just telling you what's online.
Let's hear the rest of it.
How you're nearly you're ill. Okay, well, I don't know the PC term for this, so I really apologise. You're nearly retarded in some
And
aspects.
instead of sort of saying wear something sexy, they'd say make sure you bring plenty of bananas. And
Right,
stuff
you're
like that.
talking absolute. Okay.
Are you making up the monkey news now because you can't find it anymore?
And instead of saying, should we get married, they're saying, how swollen and red is your arse?
Do you know
You
what?
stupid fool.
No, that
well-
was me.
Right, it's that time again, isn't it?
Monkey news.
Yeah, monkey news.
Oh, monkey news.
Right, if you're a new listener, this is where we do a bit of monkey news.
Oh, imagine him giving these charts on a news programme, like News Night Review or News at 10, over to Carl Pilkington. Yeah, alright. Monkey's gone mad again. Go on.
Right, we've done quite a lot of good stuff. The one that sort of kicked up most of the fuss was probably Ollie the monkey.
I love the fact that they're all monkeys. He's a chimpanzee.
Right.
He's an ape.
Well, today, right, we're looking at one that's it's called Coco.
Oh yeah, the sign language one.
Well, what I've read about him is he speaks, right? Highly educated.
Yeah.
Photographer.
Carl!
Right?
I love the fact that when he gets a gifted ape, he has to look up to him. He realises that he is superior. I love that. Oh.
And it also likes going on computer chat rooms.
I can't take this anymore, Steve. I'm going to be sick. Oh, God.
Right? That's pretty amazing.
You know, if an infinite number of monkeys are in an infinite number of chat rooms, they'll eventually type, which is your favourite episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Exactly, yeah. Carl Pilkington, you're an idiot.
But the thing is, right, you're saying about the infinite thing again, about monkeys, if you put them in a room with a typewriter, they'll come up with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I'd sort of agree with that, right, with monkeys who can't do other stuff, but this one I reckon's going to be busy taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
I think monkeys that are boring.
Is there a boring monkey? Would you ever have a chimp and you'd go, Suzanne would go, I've got your birthday present, and it's a chimp fella, he's about a sort of like a middle-aged chimp.
No, I'd love it. I'm talking
Would you ever
behalf of
go,
the-
I'll tell you what, Suzanne, that one's boring.
No, but I bet the monkey would get bored, I mean. Do you know what I mean? The monkey would be bored. I'd be loving it. I'd love to have a little monkey. Right? But what I'm saying is...
You really would, wouldn't you?
If
Yeah.
you buy him a camera, he'd be happy again, wouldn't he?
Well... Yeah, but that's just it. You wouldn't get him it's like... If you can do other stuff, you don't want to do the boring stuff.
Forget the typing, forget the monkey's typing. Talk about this monkey that's a photographer.
No,
What
but
you
we
talk-
are in a way. I'm just saying that would be happier... Monkeys that have got nothing else to do, if they can't take pictures and that, and they can't go on chat rooms...
They're happy to sit in a room typing away for infinity, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's got maybe a little exhibition to put on.
Do you think...
Do you know that most chimps and apes and monkeys still actually just live in trees? These are in laboratories and zoos and things. You know that's not the norm. These monkeys
Yeah.
walking around sort of chatting and riding bikes.
Yeah.
You know that's not natural.
Exactly.
No, I know, but it's...
If you left a bike in the jungle and then came back a few years later, there wouldn't be monkeys riding around on it. And a book. If you left a bike with a book in the basket, right, and you went away for 10 years and you came back, there wouldn't be a whole new transport system and schools.
No.
They'd eat it. They'd throw it round and eat it.
Alright then, so what you're saying is you can't... You see, what I think is, right, and don't take this the wrong way in that, right, Stephen Hawking,
Yes.
right, now he had a bad illness. Now, I wonder if he'd be... I wonder if he'd be as bright as he is if he didn't have that.
Right.
Because he's had time to sit down, he's like, well, what can I do?
Yeah.
They've gone and give him a book. And he read it, I like that. Give us another one.
Yes.
He's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yes.
Now, what I'm saying is, monkeys. Yeah,
Right.
This one here, Coco, which I think was a gorilla,
Right.
right? That wouldn't have been happy on a little keyboard, just doing that all
Typing
day,
away.
because it'd be going, well, I could be out taking pictures.
Sure.
Play a record!
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Play a record!
Yeah.
Done.
You're an idiot!
There it was. There's the catchphrase. Once more.
He is! He's an idiot!
Bit of monkey news that's been sent in.
Right.
Gareth in Catford.
Right.
Good work, Gary.
Basically, it's about this monkey
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
in the jungle. It's got a gig at an hairdresser's.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
It's got itself a nice little job going in an hairdresser's.
As what?
It gets people sitting down, and what it does before the people have their hair cut, that it sort of sits there, and it goes through people's hair, makes sure it's clean, and people are loving it.
Right,
People-
backtrack
So
slightly.
it's a pet monkey. It's nothing to do with it getting a gig in an hairdresser's. It's a pet monkey.
It's not working at Monkey and Guy.
Yeah.
No, seriously, it's in there. I think it might have started off as a job, and then
So what does it
put
say? It says junior £15, stylist £35, monkey £63.
So I didn't quite follow. It's in the jungle.
It was wandering about. Maybe it did
But
start
it
off.
looks good, its hair looks good. Someone thought, hang
Yeah,
on.
but never ever. You see, people make that mistake with hairdressers anyway. I always say, well, if the hairdresser's got a good haircut, go to where he's going,
Right.
right? Because that's what I thought when I read it about having a good haircut.
How often
right?
do you go to the hairdressers?
Well, not that much anymore,
Sure.
but I used to always think that.
Yeah.
You used to go to a bloke who told me had his shack on a railway bridge that used to shake when a train went over.
Yeah.
Because it was £2.
Yeah, but before that, I've never had that much luck with hairdressers. Before that was another place, and it was run by sort of, you know, these sort of wannabe gangster type people.
Oh yeah.
But they'd, you know, you'd go in
What
for
do you
a
mean by
haircut.
wannabe gangsters?
Well, sort of just petty crime stuff. You'd go in for a haircut and then you'd walk out with a video recorder. Do you know what I mean?
You
You'd
don't
say-
have to take it.
No, but they'd sort of spend ages flogging you that whilst cutting your hair. It was their thing. It's like, right, sit down, you alright?
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
know.
for the weekend, what do you think of? Maybe a Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when I stopped going there, because it was like, just what a haircut. I don't want to be hassled. by
Which
some-
one said that you had the hair of a Chinaman?
It's the fella who works in a railway station haircut.
Well, you should
saloon.
know. I mean, he's been around a bit, clearly, if he runs a shack next to a railway station.
So,
Can we just go back to Monkey News for
yeah,
a second?
so anyway, that's all, yeah.
I didn't quite follow why he's still his salon is in the jungle, or where is it?
No, he was doing what he does in the jungle, right?
Right.
He's walking about, he wanders into the hairdressers.
Yeah.
Maybe they didn't have him on, like, as a job straight away, he was just there,
He
and
was just
people said,
training,
this is
yeah.
nice. He's sat there picking the knits and
Carl, I don't know where to start.
Then-
it's just it's the embellishment. You don't walk in. He walked from a jungle to an hairdresser's. I mean, you're an idiot. You really are. An idiot. I'd love to see you try and get a job in an hairdresser if there was another monkey up for it. You'd never get a job.
So he was good at that. People said this is relaxing. Apparently he had really nice hands, soothing,
Yes.
right, on people's heads. They said, let's put him on the payroll. So
Let's put him on the payroll. What do you mean?
yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay, this is the news item, is it? Customers are queuing up to have their hair done at a salon in the
There you
jungle
go.
by a monkey. Judy, a pig-tailed macaque, has a reputation as the best exterminator of head lice in Com Cane.
There you go.
She is so good, some customers fall asleep under her gentle touch. Regular Amporon Chekema said, Judy's hands are so soft and gentle, I really feel I can relax.
But you know that is doing what it does naturally. It's looking for like salt and stuff in the hair
Yeah.
and nits. It's not on the payroll. It doesn't complain about when it gets deducted at national insurance.
It's not part of the union.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But a good monkey news, you know,
Well-
backed up with good tabloid journalism.
With solid
Yeah.
evidence there.
So
Now I think maybe we should start marking the monkey news, Rick. I don't know what you think, giving it marks out of 10 maybe. For both interest and validity.
well, for interest, I'll give it 7. For Carl's Carl believing that there was something to this monkey, thinking it had a job and getting paid.
But it was also doing kind of perms
2.
and colouring.
2.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Now what it is this monkey, right?
Yeah.
Don't know where it was. But there's a bit before the monkey anyway, right?
Jeez.
Is this, no, listen.
Shoot me.
Right? It's a bank. There's this bank, right? Busy bank. Normal day, everything's going normal, right? Busy bank, people going in, doing what they do, seeing about mortgages and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything's normal, everyone's happy, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's quite busy one day. Fella comes in with a gun and a balaclava on.
Up to no good.
Right, I'll tell you now, Carl. If this fella turns out to be any ape or monkey-related species, you're never doing this again. you are never. So just if you want to finish it, it's at your own risk. But if this fella who robbed the bank turns out to be a chimpanzee, that's the end of monkey news.
All right.
Okay, let's hear the end. It's a lovely day in a lovely bank. Everyone's happy.
Everything's normal.
A man comes in the balaclava.
Man comes in. Starts,
it a man?
Starts waving a gun around.
Shut up, Rick. Let him finish the story.
Starts waving a gun around.
Yeah.
Right.
Up to no good.
So everyone's thinking, oh God, you know, wish I didn't come in here. It's not going to be a good day.
How tall is the man?
Shut up. Let's hear it.
Everything, you know, oh God, and he's telling everyone to get down on the floor.
Yep.
In
Everyone's
what? In
thinking,
English? In English?
Yeah.
In English.
So.
Yeah.
So everyone's panicking, everyone's getting on the floor thinking this is it, this is, you know, it's all over.
Yeah.
Just when you think, you know,
It
it's all bad news,
Yeah.
it's all bad news, doors swing open, little monkey wanders in,
God, it's worse.
Shut up, Rick.
little monkey wanders in, right? The robber's like, what's going on here? He's telling it to get down on the floor, I don't think it was taking any notice.
No,
right?
it was just busy asking for coffee.
It runs in, I don't know if it was kind of withdrawal or deposit or whatever, it wanders in, right? Goes up to the robber.
Where did it come from?
Shut up. Will you let him finish the story and then ask questions? That's only fair.
Okay.
Wanders in, runs up to the fella with the gun, takes the gun and the bag of money off him. Everyone's like, yay, you know, we've been saved. Then the monkey starts backing out with the gun and the money.
Shut up. Sit down and
I'm having this.
And
Here's the end of the story.
it does a runner with the money and the gun. No one's seen it since.
You are an idiot. I mean, you have said some stupid things in your time. What are you talking about?
It's a story that happened.
No! What are you talking about? What do you mean it backed out? It came in, was it as an accomplice? Was it an opportunist monkey robbery? What are you talking? Think, Carl! Think!
I know it's mad. That's the idea of monkey news. We're telling people how monkeys are pretty, you know, they're mental.
They're up to no good.
What do you think? They've never seen the monkey since. What, did he have a getaway car waiting? Did he swing his way to freedom? Where was this? There's no details. Don't talk rubbish.
Well, Steve emailed it in. He's got it off the net, and the funny thing is,
Can I
the
see
funny
it? Have
thing
you got
is,
the information there?
yeah, the funny thing is, it wasn't just him who sent it. I had that a couple of times, so a few people obviously read the story and said, you know, that'll be good for Monkey News. It doesn't say anymore. It doesn't say if he went off to Spain. It doesn't say, you know, what, you know, if he's on Crime Watch.
Yeah.
It doesn't say any of that. It's just saying that's what he did. That's the story. And that's what Monkey News is about.
I've heard that they're making a movie version with Phil Collins. So I look forward to that and Julie Waters.
So that's this week's Monkey News. If you've got any, you know, if
Well,
anything's
no,
happening
don't bother.
in your
'Cause that's
town.
the end. No, that is the end. That's the end of Monkey News. No more Monkey News.
Sorry, what was the monkey news? Quickly. No. We got to save monkey news. Let's do that when we.
Is it quick? Is it quick? Going into the record.
What, the Monkey News, is it quick?
Yeah.
I can tell it to you quick.
Quick then.
Right.
Jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee that. Go.
Shambles.
Hurry up!
There's a monkey in India, right? On a railway station, waiting for the train. No, don't mess about, because I've got to get through it quick. There's monkeys sat there, and this robber nicks somebody's handbag or something, goes running off down the platform, the police are chasing him, monkey steps in, trips the fella up, pins him down, police come and arrest the fella.
He tripped over the monkey. Okay, play a record.
He didn't.
He tripped over the monkey.
The monkey was waiting for a train. He tripped over.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, ya.
Right, well, this monkey news story, right? It's about this fella, a couple of fellas in Texas, sort of running a farm, right?
They definitely fellas. Well, how tall are they?
Can we just let
Okay, they aren't human beings. These two are human beings.
Time's against us.
They're
Rick.
running this farm and that, and anyway, so they're outside getting the cattle, and he turns round, right?
It's just that cow's.
Couple of monkeys walking about. So he knows what's going on, right? So anyway, so it's in Texas. They don't know what to do with the monkeys. There isn't a zoo. It's fairly barren there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Not much going about.
Yeah.
So the other fella who runs the farm with him said, "Look, we need a bit of an hand." Right? So, so let's teach them some stuff, and the monkeys were happy with that, because they were lost anyway, right? So they had...
They had nothing to do. They were bumming around, they were looking for work.
They'd hired a motorhome, they'd gone out of their way.
Maybe it's like the Hulk, they're like Bruce Banner wandering around going, I need some work. You won't get angry, will you?
So anyway, right, so they taught these monkeys how to ride a horse, right? So they've both got a...
Sorry, you're sure Charlton Heston's not going to pop up? You're sure you weren't watching a video last night and thought it was a documentary?
They've both got a horse each, right? They've been given, like, a little lasso and all that business.
Oh, don't talk shit, Carl.
So, anyway, it's going well, and it carried on for about 2 years, this, right? It's like, you know, rounding up the cattle every night and all that.
Yeah.
So, the two fellas are chatting, going, it's worked out well.
Right, if there's a hostile takeover, and they sort of like buy up 51% of the shares or
So
something...
we said, for this to continue, the monkeys are getting old a bit now. We need a little woman monkey in here to sort of get some kids going for, like, the future farm people.
Forward planning, yeah.
So they get a little woman monkey.
They decided to only hire monkeys from now then.
Why not? It's working. Why mess with something when it's not broke, right? So they get the little woman monkey in. They have kids and all that business, right? But the problem was, right, when they first got the woman monkey in, it was like, well, which one's going to have the woman? Right? So they started sort of fighting a bit and what have you. Yeah. Because they'd seen the owners of the farm with, like,
Don't
guns
tell
and
me the
stuff.
baby monkeys didn't want to go into the family business, went off to be a lawyer.
They had a bit of a shoot-off.
Shut up!
They got two monkeys, right? And
Don't stop!
because they'd seen the owners with guns and what have you.
No, that sounds...
So they had a bit of a shoot-off.
Yeah.
That's how they sorted it out.
And who won?
I think it was George. One called George.
Right.
So I think they had 17 kids. The farm's still running. So that's like the last little monkey news. Good little
Rick, does
happy
it
ending to that one.
count if you were to rub your nipple against his lips while I held him down?
Right, come off it now. Come on. No, I'm not doing
Bruce Springsteen, Thunder Road, last track on Next FM's with you, Steve. You can check this all out on the webcam. Get his arm out of the way, get the arm out of the way.
This happened on Scum.
Mary's dress wave.
It's the big one. It's what people tune in for. They probably tune in about 10 to these days. For Monkey News. With, Carl Pilkington.
Can we hear the jingle?
Only 4 to go.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, this one's about it's been emailed into me.
Right.
I haven't really had time to check it out this week.
No, you're joking.
Been busy.
Ooh, I hope
Busy.
it's not stupid.
Goes back to 1908, and the person's saying it's a good story and that, and they're surprised they haven't picked up on it yet. Right. The Olympics, right? In 1908 in London. Apparently, it was meant to happen in Italy, but it was cancelled. Don't know why. Right, and it happened in London. Anyway, 400 metres. Right, it was meant to. There was a fella who was going to do the run, right, and the favourite to win it was this Bulgarian guy, right? It was like a newcomer.
Okay, these are the few things it cannot be. 1, he injures himself, so a monkey steps in and wins. 2, he does a drugs test, it turns out that he is a monkey. So if it's either of those, right, I'm going to go mad.
So anyway, so the fella, right, this favourite, everyone's putting the money on him, thinking, yeah, he's going to do it.
Is he hairy? Is this bloke hairy?
So anyway, so the race happens,
Yeah.
and everybody's lined up, ready to run. And, everyone's saying, yeah, he's going to win, he's going to win. Then suddenly, bit of murmuring going on, people going, oh, what's going on here?
Right. He's eating a bananas.
And there's a fella in the lane next to him,
Yeah.
right, he's going up, who's that? He doesn't look familiar,
Oh, Christ, Carl.
Keep going.
right? Doesn't look familiar, who's he? Have a-
Weird,
What's
weird,
going on,
innit?
what's going on, what's
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah, what is it? What is it? Or who is it? I mean, not what is it?
So they go in, So they say, well, he might not be that any good. Do you know what I mean? He might not be good. He might. It's just
a bit short, and
doesn't matter.
he's only 3'6", and he's hunched over on his knuckles. So
I didn't realise it was fancy dress.
So
I don't think he's going to be any good.
So the race
Oh,
starts.
he's put his finger up his arse. That's weird for runners to do that before a race. It's weird, isn't it? Yeah.
Race starts.
Yeah.
The fella that no one recognises wins it. People go, what's gone on here?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know what I mean? We had our money on the favourite. What's gone on? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Anyway, he stood up there, right? He's looking well happy.
Yeah.
He's lifting the trophy and everything.
Right.
Right?
Long arms. That trophy's higher than...
So anyway,
He's only 3 foot, but the trophy's 9 foot in the air with those long arms.
So
I'm
they-
suspicious. Go on.
they had the picture in the paper the next day,
Sure.
and everyone's going, yeah, he was fast and everything, but quite hairy for a runner.
Oh, I'll tell you
Come
what.
on, come on.
Quite
It's
hairy for a runner, because
ridiculous.
normally they shave themselves, don't they, to make them faster. And
No.
that. How did he manage it? It's really hairy and that. So anyway, he wins the stuff, he walks away with a cup. The people who are in charge of the running, or like the Olympic Committee, look further into it. Turns out it was a chimp.
Right, keep talking.
No, don't keep talking. Why
Shut up,
encourage him?
shut up. This is monkey news. If you can't handle the news...
It's news from 1909, and I haven't heard about a chimp winning the Olympics.
Be quiet.
What happened there, then?
400 metres, right? Now
Don't
the thing is,
talk shit.
the annoying
Please,
thing was,
Ricky.
it took so long for the Olympic Committee, right, to find out that it was a monkey. It was going going manic. It went into loads of races. It was picking up loads of
Oh, shut up!
It
right.
became a celebrity. It was doing endorsements on TV.
Don't talk shit.
It said he managed to win the
Right.
same race 4 years later in Athens because
How did he get to
But
Athens?
it's a joke. They're winding you up, Carl.
weird.
It's not weird. It's
isn't
right. I do not believe it.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, are you familiar with 100th monkey?
Keep
The what?
talking.
100th monkey?
100th.
Yeah, like as in like one more than 99.
100th.
The
Yeah.
100th monkey.
Yeah, are you familiar with that?
No.
No. Anyway, thanks. That was
Well,
monkey
we'll
news.
leave that
Next
then.
week, Adam and Jet. What do you mean you're going to leave that?
Well, I thought it was a popular phrase or something.
What 100th monkey?
Yeah.
What do you mean a popular phrase? What? Why? What? Because you're going to do songs and phrases with it next week. We've said it once before. 100th monkey.
No, it's just it says the expression 100th monkey.
Well,
Right,
do
it
it
says
anyway.
where it
What's the
comes from.
story?
Well, it's from the 1950s, right? And the way they got it because they were following some monkeys about, right? And they started
Who was? Who was?
journalists
Oh yeah. Why?
Oh, yeah.
just to see what they're up to. and that.
Okay, so they're following some monkeys around, yeah.
What was it? What, a documentary?
Anyway, one of them
Come on!
One of them washed some potatoes.
Right, okay.
Right, let's leave that. Right, let's leave that.
Come on!
A monkey washing potatoes?
Can we leave that one?
No,
No,
you cannot. It's
you've
the
got to do
last
it now. They're following a what is it? Sort of like a family. Is it a family of monkeys or?
It was just one chimp, and it was washing a potato, and he thought that's a bit odd, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh
then
yeah.
It turns out that ended up teaching another monkey
Yeah.
how to wash a potato.
No, they do it. They go down and wash them in the sea because they like the taste of salt. And
The
it's,
weird
it's,
thing
it's,
is, though,
they
when
pass on.
it got to the 100th monkey, right? Even though it hadn't been taught how to wash a potato,
Yeah.
it automatically knew. It knew what to do.
What do you
don't know what
mean?
you're talking
What do you mean?
It was in them. It was in them that they knew that when they get a potato, they had to wash it. That isn't the monkey news. I'm just saying that's where the expression comes from. But you haven't even heard of that. So
Well, there's a couple of things there that it could be another upshot, and you know, an instinct is part of your genetics and everything else.
Washing a potato.
But you can't pass on acquired characteristics, so that's nonsense. If you mean that someone was taught they had a child and it knew it, there's no chemical memory as such. In
That's what's
some
So that
weird
wasn't
about
even
it. That's
monkey
what's
news?
weird. No, the monkey news. You know, we've covered a lot of stuff. There was sad stuff, weren't they?
Yeah.
There's some funny stuff in there. You know.
Yeah. Do monkey news.
Robbers and that. Football team.
A monkey football team?
Yeah, in Costa Rica.
Oh, yeah.
Got all the team members here, right?
Right.
All the different things. Little goalkeeper. Apparently he's on transfers from some other club. But the bit that got me attention is apparently he's a holder of PhD of physics. Do you want to have a look at that?
Well, the goalkeeper?
Yeah, just the goalkeeper. The others haven't done that much.
The others haven't done that much. Well, I believe that he's got better exam results than you, Carl, but I don't believe he's got a PhD in physics. Obviously.
Do you know what the name of the team is? Coconuts.
Oh! So, if the Telegraph are listening, that is the sort of quality entertainment you get.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. There's this monkey, right?
Yeah.
And it had been, do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So, anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14, this monkey. It's called, Matty, right? Goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean, home?
Just like, just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so zoo.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, you know...
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
Yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So it gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags. It's having a drink at night and all this. Right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here. It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
Well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So it's having a fag, it's drinking a lovely glass of Bang Rock Station.
Yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life. It's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along,
Oh,
Oh, no.
trouble's brewing.
Go on.
right? That comes in. Something's said. Right, forget it then. Forget it. No, forget it. You're gonna love this one, Steve. Right? Yeah. So last week we were talking about how, like, a lad left his family because there was problems at home and that. He went and lived in the wood. He got airy. Right?
No.
Leave it there, Rick. We haven't got time to go into
Right.
it.
So
That's what happened.
And that's what happened. He lived with the monkeys. He went airy.
That's,
Anyway,
that's what happened.
looked into some other stuff about, like, airy kids and all that.
Yeah.
Came across this story about a bloke, right, who worked in a zoo,
Oh dear.
right? So
Trouble's brewing.
loving his job and that, but it's quite a lonely sort of job because you don't see many people. You're just dealing with animals all the time, right? So anyway, he gets a bit pally with a monkey because it's the closest thing to a human.
Well, that ape is.
Right.
Yeah, but you can't really go that close to apes. They're dangerous.
What do you mean? What type was it? What, do you
Just
mean
let him tell the
Was
story.
it a chimpanzee?
I reckon it was a chimp. Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
you
a
don't
chimp.
even know, so
it was
it's
a
an
chimp.
ape.
It was a
Okay.
chimp. Yeah, but it doesn't matter, does
So
it?
he
It's the
gets
story.
pally with him.
Right, so he gets pally with
What,
him.
do they go on
and
holiday together?
well, no, I mean, it starts
On the
off
pool together.
just checking each other out and, you know, probably sharing lunch and that together.
Yeah.
Right? Anyway, this goes on for a while. You know, they're getting on well and that. And then after a while, right, the monkey starts sort of imitating him a bit more and sort of walking upright,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
right? So he thinks, oh, that's a bit weird. Anyway, they get on really better and what have you. So he thinks he could live at home with me, this,
Yeah.
because we're getting on the storm,
Yeah.
right? So he takes him home, and before
Is
you
this
know
the
it,
beginning of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? I think it is. I think you've seen this on video.
I'm worried because he's already imitating him and they're moving in together. I'm thinking it's maybe a bit like Single White Female. Single White Zookeeper.
Oh, brilliant.
right? So
Go on.
anyway, so it's moving in, and it's getting used to sort of the normal human life. It's having a cup of tea in the morning.
Yeah. Pinky tips.
As a it finishes the day off with finishes
Finish the day off with what?
It
with
does,
a
it doesn't
little
have to
brandy.
move a piano at one point,
He
does it?
finishes the day off with a little brandy.
Yeah.
What, he pours himself. Is he wearing a smoking jacket?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Carl. You're a maniac,
listen,
mate.
no, this is why it attracted me. It's amazing, right? So he's having his brandy and that, loving his life. Next thing you know, he sort of I don't know if he loses it or he gets shaved, but the top half of his body is
He's
hairless,
hairless.
right? Apart from his head, right? So he's got a
Right,
nice.
so it's the opposite of the kid.
Well, no,
Yeah,
this is what
well,
I'm saying,
that would happen.
right?
Well, hang on, but so you don't know if
You
he
don't
was
even
shaved
know.
or if it
How
died?
did it say? Then the hairless. What?
I'll bring it in for you, the story, and then you
Alright,
can
well,
see if
okay,
I've gone
keep
wrong.
going, keep
So
going.
anyway, so
Wow.
so this is going on, and he's having a great life. Then the zookeeper starts getting a bit annoyed because he's having a better life than the zookeeper. The zookeeper's in the zoo.
This is such
So the
rubbish.
zookeeper's still got to do a day's work. The monkey's at home, he's partying.
well,
he's
it gets
got
to
his
a
other
point when he
chipmates
says
round.
there's no point you coming in to the zoo because the whole reason of you being there was because you're being kept there.
Right.
And he didn't want to bring the memories back, so he said, "You stay at home." So
You are you're talking such.
Let him finish.
God, I don't know if I can sit here and listen to this drivel.
Let me. I'm fascinated.
it's
It
nearly
sounds
over anyway,
amazing.
right?
It sounds extraordinary. Carl.
So he's walking up, right? He's having a tea in the morning, finishing the day off with brandy. Gets a bit out of hand. Only tries it on with the zookeeper's wife.
Make him go away, Steve.
How does he do that?
Well, because he's around humans a lot, he becomes a bit of a charmer. And,
But what is it that he could do to seduce her? Pick fleas out of her?
he didn't say.
He was built.
Yeah, it's well done.
So what about that?
What do you mean, what about it, Carl? It's obviously not true. It's obviously not true.
This wasn't on the internet. This was in a book. So it's not a quick joke and just put it on a website. This is in a book.
I don't understand how.
I love that he becomes a charmer. He's got better taste in brandy. And he, that
What
is-
was it that he was doing that seduced her?
I don't know. Maybe because he was at home more than the zookeeper was.
But what would he be doing, Carl?
the fact that-
He's not going to be talking with her. They're not going to be playing like Trivia Pursuit.
Maybe she liked the silent type. He didn't go into that. He just said that's when the trouble started.
Carl, play a record.
Right.
Is that what Suzanne did when she brought you in?
Talking to the songbirds yesterday.
Oh! What is it?
Chimpanzee that.
Oh yeah, chimpanzee that! Monkey news!
Right. Well, the last one of the year. It's not that good, but this is all that's been going on all week.
Yeah.
Little monkey. What happened is it's this plane, right? Aeroflot, I think it is, Russian airline. Having a good flight. Everything's going normal and that.
This is gonna be libelous. The pilot, sorry I mustn't interrupt myself. How tall was the pilot on this flight?
Okay, listen, we've had a few complaints. People saying,
But-
don't interrupt Monkey
Steve!
News.
Okay.
Don't interrupt
Okay,
Monkey
I
News
won't
halfway
then.
through. It's like the
Okay.
weather girl complaining whilst Trevor McDonald's doing the...
Okay, alright, go on then. Go on then.
Alright, so, the flight's going well. Food's been served and all the rest of it. Anyway, someone gets upset about not having many nuts.
Right, they've not got enough nuts.
They hand the nuts out and that. One of the sort of passengers is going mental. Because
What's he saying?
He's just
What
going
language
mad.
is he talking? Is he Russian or English?
So anyway, there's a bit of a fight going on. Fight starts happening. People are going, "What's up with that little fella?" Right?
The little hairy bloke.
So they sort of drag him.
What's wrong with Bob Hoskins? And why is he screaming? Why isn't he talking in his usual Cockney accent? Why is Bob Hoskins screaming and grabbing at nuts?
So you've ruined it. Right?
Come on, come on!
What have I ruined?
Right, Rick, turn his microphone off.
Okay,
We can't interrupt
right.
you.
Right. So anyway, so there's a fight going on. Nuts are going everywhere. Right. So anyway, so they manage to tie him down. They get him on the floor, tie his legs up and that. Right.
His little legs.
Get him to the.
Come on, come
See you
on!
later. Have a good Christmas.
No! Carl, how dare you! Finish the story.
All that happened is they got back. It turned out that he shouldn't have been on the plane anyway.
Why?
His passport wasn't valid.
Right.
And you can't cause problems on planes and that. So he got put in a cell for a bit. Turned out it was a little monkey. Alright?
Quick question, how did he complain about the shortage of nuts?
Yeah.
He just was going mental.
Right, he didn't actually call over a stewardess, he just...
Well, how
said
did
that-
he get on the plane in the first place? What ticket did he have?
Have a good Christmas and that.
But you
yeah?
know it's rubbish. You
See
must
you
know
later.
that's rubbish.
All
You
the
must
best.
know that's rubbish.
All the best.
You must know that's rubbish.
Where is he going?
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right. Well, they were filming a documentary, right? This telly company
Yeah.
doing a documentary.
Hey, which one? Which one?
Don't know.
No, what was the documentary about?
About monkeys.
Yeah. Where was it? Where was it?
Africa.
Right. When was this?
I haven't got a date.
Okay. Recently though, since the advent of television, obviously.
Yeah. Actually, a bit of extra monkey news if you want it.
Okay, wait.
Do you know the
Monkey news extra.
Go on.
Do you know the Halfords ads?
Halford's ads, I don't think so, no, what happens?
Halfords, they've they sell nuts and bolts and stuff.
Right,
They were using monkeys in the ads.
okay. Yeah. And what happened?
Packet.
Don't they sell bikes, Halfords?
Well, maybe.
Bicycles and motorbike stuff in that. Okay, so, yeah, so they're using monkeys in the ad, but what happened?
I can't handle it. I can't do this. Look at him. Look at him.
I don't care what he's doing.
Well, basically, right, there was a load of hassle because they were using these monkeys in this Alfred's advert.
Yes.
Right.
And what happened? Get to the point.
It turned out there wasn't a problem because they were mechanics in the first place.
What, they were monkey mechanics?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Mental.
What are you talking about? That's not a story.
Well, anyway, listen, let's get back on
They were
to
mechanics in the first place.
Right, listen. Right, so they're making this documentary. Right. And they stumble across a little gang of... Come
on, just...
Get on with it, please.
Little gang of monkeys. That's
Yes.
the first time I've ever laughed on air, that.
I know. Well, brilliant. What do you want, a cake? Come on.
Can we play a song?
Oh, I don't understand what is wrong with you, you freak.
It's making me laugh.
Just tell us the story.
Alright then, alright. So anyway, right, so there's this documentary being made. They found a little gang of monkeys.
Right, play a song. I don't know what's going on here. I apologise. It's just if you were looking forward to Monkey.
Stand head in hand, turn my face to
Got to hide your love away. According to the Beatles on XFM 104.9, I'm working with me, Steve Merchant. Right, Carl, come on,
where
monkey
were we?
news.
Where
Everyone's
we?
composed. The jingle, please.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Excellent. Right.
Right, where were we?
We would just start again. There's some people making a documentary.
For what? Okay,
Making a documentary in a jungle and that.
Right.
Stumble across a little gang.
Okay, come on.
Alright.
A little gang of monkeys.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
So the camera crew are there filming it.
Yes.
Everything's going normal.
It's all fun,
Nothing odd about it.
Okay. They're not running a restaurant. They've not got any barber shops. Nothing.
No.
Just regular monkeys going about their business. Yeah.
So anyway, what normally happens is the monkeys stick with the partner.
What do what?
They don't sort of sleep around and that. Once they find,
right,
once they
they're
find the
monkeys.
girlfriend or the boyfriend or whatever,
Yeah.
they stick with them, right?
Okay.
But anyway, they were watching this one, right? And it's going around a bit, sleeping around,
Oily.
and it was getting fatter. They thought this is a bit odd,
Yeah.
right? So followed it round and see it having it away. Turns out, little prostitute.
Oh, God!
It's a little monkey prostitute.
And it was getting fatter because it was charging them bananas.
What a load of old rubbish.
It's charging them bananas! What was it, a boy or... It was a...
Woman. No woman monkey.
That's the most extraordinary monkey news I've ever heard.
Oh! That is genius!
Has this documentary been televised?
I don't think it's been on yet.
No.
And that's all the information you've got.
Yeah.
And is that's one banana for everything?
The half banana is for...
Just oral.
A poor job.
Right.
If you want full-blown monkey sex, it is 2.5 bananas.
Sure.
So,
Let's just play a song.
Quickly.
Go on then.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, it's about a monkey.
2004.
It's about this woman monkey who was born in 1834. Right? Half monkey, half woman.
no. Not true.
It happened, apparently it was
Impossible.
it was in the Daily Mail. Right?
Okay.
The Victorian ape woman was her name.
Yeah, I christen this thing Victorian Ape Woman. Well, we thought Sandra. No, I'm calling it Victorian Ape Woman.
She was about 4 foot.
No, didn't happen.
She had lovely thick black hair on her head and on the back of her legs and her arms.
Yeah.
Alright.
So stockings.
Let's have a look.
And she didn't need a bustle because of her huge ape-like arse sticking out the back of her dress.
She was good at reading and sewing.
Well, it was good because they didn't have opposable thumbs. So
she could speak 3 languages.
yes,
She was
human, monkey, and monkey human.
20 offers of marriage. Does that annoy you, Steve?
Absolute twaddle.
Alright, well,
Like more rubbish than your soul weighing an ounce.
Let's
A
leave it there.
Victorian monkey
Let's leave it there,
woman.
then.
See you next week with some more twaddle.
I was worried we wouldn't have the old magic in 2004, but we're still talking shit.
Merry New Year.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, yeah.
Well, there isn't. I've been away, haven't I?
There's been no monkey news. You can't get.
No, but I haven't had a proper chance to sort of,
Carl, your monkey news is of spurious tales from the 17th century sometimes. So let's have one of those.
No,
let's
it's
have a
all-
monkey who dressed as Zorro and they thought he was a woodsman, but when they took his head off, he was a 4-foot hairy chimp. Let's have one of those ridiculous stories.
Well, we've done that though. But do you want to go back on some of the ones?
Oh,
to sort of
just
recap?
what is the monkey news? There must have been some monkey news this
Right.
week.
The only thing that sort of stood out, do you know, like, they're having problems...
You're just making this up. Where's your information? Where's the piece of paper? Where's the document? What is this?
Because I've been away, so I haven't got anything.
let's just
brought
let's
something
let's
on.
hear,
But
let's
it's
hear
bad
him out.
enough when he's reading it, he gets it wrong. When he's just riffing, it's going to be absolute twaddle.
Let's hear it out.
Right, do you know, like, they're having problems getting new people to be policemen?
Oh,
Go on.
They've, in America, they're taking them on to, sort of join the SWAT team.
They've taken what on?
Some little monkeys.
Okay.
Giving them walkie-talkies and all that. And,
well, they can't talk.
They're just walkies.
they don't have to
Yeah, giving them some walkies. What do you mean?
they're
What
just being
was?
given commands and that. And, they go
What? So it's one way. They tell them they've got the little thing
Well,
strapped to them.
they're good at, like, getting into small, sort of, small places and that, and sort of, cracking stuff and all that. Like I say, it's just half a story I just picked up on.
That's not a story.
Well, what do you want?
Monkey news!
Okay, so monkey news, please.
All right then.
Let's hear the jingle.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. Now, before
And again.
go on.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Brilliant.
All right.
Right. Before I went away, I told you about Alfred. He was the monkey where there was a robbery going on in a bank.
And then he nicked the robber's loot and backed out with a gun.
Yeah,
He sort of
everybody-
stole. He robbed the robber, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he take his gun as well?
He
Did he
took the weapons. He took all the weapons. There was like a couple of robbers. He managed because they were so amazed that a monkey was coming in. It was like
Don't talk shite twice.
Anyway.
So anyway, got a follow up to that.
Okay. Now, what was that monkey's name?
Alfred.
That was Alfred.
So anyway, because a lot of people wanted to know, well, what did he do? Did he go off and have a holiday? Did he? No. Right, so the follow up is, what happened is the monkey had the guns, had the cash, which was $250,000.
Sure.
Right. It went back to the zoo. Right.
All right, Carl, you're talking shit.
Ricky, I get angry with you when you won't let him finish his monkey news.
Can we just get out the official?
Imagine
thing?
if people were interrupting Trevor McDonald. It wouldn't happen.
I want to make sure I don't get anything wrong.
No, of course not.
So
yeah.
check the internet.
So the monkey goes back to the zoo, right, where all the zookeepers come out and go get him. He's got the guns.
Yeah.
He hands out a couple of guns to his mates.
What? His monkey mates?
His monkey mates. So they've all got a couple of guns each.
Oh, Carl, Steve, I can't, mate. I cannot
Just
stand
let
it.
me
Honestly, I want to scream.
Please, I really get annoyed with you.
They tried to do him a deal. They said, how about if...
I'm going. Tell him that. I'm
Right.
not going. Now I can't.
Step out from a...
Okay, we'll just do it.
Look, don't listen, step out and I'll paraphrase what I hear for you when you come back in. Step out. Now, please, I need to hear the end of this.
listen out
This
here
is monkey news. This is important stuff.
Right.
Right, Ricky now has left the room. He cannot bear to hear, which is surprising to me.
Right, so anyway, so yeah, they've got the money, and they say to the zookeepers, how about, we give you some cash?
Yes.
And they go,
Sorry, hang on. Sorry, the zookeeper said that to the monkeys.
yeah.
Right.
No, the monkeys who have got the £250,000
Right.
say to the zookeepers, we'll sort you some money out if you let us go.
So the monkeys say to the zookeepers, we'll give you some money.
Yeah.
You don't see any problem with that?
Right, listen.
Okay.
It's nearly finished.
Right, I'm listening out there. This is ridiculous. What do you mean the monkeys say? What do you mean the monkeys say to the
They
zookeeper?
were probably holding the money out, like, kind of going, look, we'll do your deal.
Right, okay, come on.
And what happened is, I think they were happy with that. I think they left, and that was that. They wanted to get out of the zoo because they didn't like it in there. There's the thing.
Right, I don't...
Just have a look.
Right, Carl, think. Right, how did they get out in the first place, this one?
Just let Steve have a...
So why did he go... So he went and robbed... He thought... what, he knew there was going to be a robbery that day, did he?
He might have been getting some money before they went to escape, and then that happened, and they had more money. They might have been withdrawing some stuff out.
What do you mean?
If he was planning on leaving the zoo, he's going to get his savings.
What are you talking about?
What have you read there, Steve?
I've got a feeling this is a review of one of the Planet of the Apes films. I think it's Escape from the Planet of the Apes. I'm not certain. It could be Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Right, what, I mean, Carl, think, please think, right? So this monkey, right, he leaves the zoo, right? So he leaves the zoo, which he can do, presumably, what, they leave him the keys or what? They're chatting to him, they might as well. He goes to a bank, what's he thinking of doing? Sees a robbery, probably by chance. He probably wasn't tipped off, was he? Or has he got one of those police scanners? Probably got one of those police scanners.
Well, I think he was going to the bank to get a mortgage to build I think he wanted an extension, didn't he, on his cage?
Think of that. And so I love the fact that he hands out the guns and they do a deal. It's honestly, you've got the best mind working on radio today. It's incredible.
Ooh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
There's been quite a lot of stuff going on. There was a few bits in that Guinness Book of Records book that cost me 20 quid.
Yeah, well, that's not news, is it? They printed that probably last September.
No,
so that's
there's one in there.
new music, new monkey news from last September. You're a lord.
Come on.
Waster.
Police, Ricky. Monkey news.
Right, there was this monkey in a zoo in Brazil.
Right.
Right. And this little man monkey, little woman monkey. And
You're a scientist, aren't you? Go on.
and they said the people in charge were like, oh, wouldn't it be good if they had kids?
Brilliant.
Right. So anyway, the chimps used to stand sort of, you know, they'd have the little caves each, and they used to sort of lean on the fence, having a bit of a chat and stuff with each other. Well, you know,
gossiping, yeah, gossiping.
the equivalent sort of thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were getting on a storm, and like the zookeepers were like,
Can you hear that cheapest chimps this week? I thought it was fascinating. Yeah, just gossiping, I understand.
So, what's any monkey news? I don't know, let's tune in.
What was monkey news this week?
Go on. It was from last September.
so they were stood there having a chat, and the zookeepers were like, I wonder if they're ever gonna, you know, have kids and that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it went on for ages, you know, this just chatting, no sort of action.
Blimey.
So what the zookeepers did was, they said, I know, they'll have kids.
Are we letting that go? Are we just chatting? Are we just letting that
We're
go?
letting it
You know
go.
what I mean? I mean, just doing whatever monkeys do.
Okay.
Right? So the zookeepers were like, yeah, I wonder when they're gonna, you know, have some kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, what they decided to do, to sort of do to egg them on,
Yeah.
bought one of them a suit, one a wedding dress.
Right.
Keep going!
No, I'm not having it.
Shut up, Gervais. Fade him down if he's going to interrupt. I want to hear the rest of this.
They got married.
So they
and,
got married?
Yeah, they got married.
Right.
Look, that's the end of it!
That's
This is why I don't... Right, that's the end of monkey news. That's the end of monkey news. Don't do that again, you've got no features left.
why don't you like that?
Well, it's just not a story! It's about two chimps chatting, which doesn't happen. The zookeeper's going, I wonder if they can ever have kids. Egg them on. They got married. That's the end of the story. What are you talking about?
Hang on, just calm down. Let me just check that you didn't make a mistake there and didn't lose out.
What do you mean you didn't make a mistake?
Wait a minute, he may have just left out a fundamental piece of information.
What,
that
the
would-
story?
That would have made it into a story.
Right.
Let me just check the facts. So they bought them wedding outfits. They were married. Did they propose to each other, or were they just forcibly
Don't
married?
encourage
Just
him.
forced onto
And
it.
then what was the outcome? Once they got married, what happened? They fell in love?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
It's not a marriage, Carl.
Be quiet.
It's not a real marriage. I don't know what you've got in your head. It's like the head of Homer Simpson. I'd go in there and there'd be a wedding reception and there'd be a couple of fights and they'd be talking about stuff.
They got married. They fell in love. Did they have children?
They're not back off the honeymoon yet.
Play a record. You got no features left. Have you got anything interesting about a monkey or an ape so we can do chimpanzee that?
I know something that a lot of other people will know, but I'll
Well, let's do it then.
What's it called again?
Well, should we do a jingle?
Well, do a little jingle for us then.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Brilliant. That's great.
Right.
So I look forward to that every week.
Yeah.
And what's
Go on,
your
is this
interesting chimp
fact?
fact?
Right, it's about this monkey ages ago.
Of course.
Don't know where it happened.
17th century?
I think it was a chimp. Right. Got caught having a fag. You know it.